Right, so Deeks, a 1-0 defeat at home today against Worksop Town. How do you reflect on that performance today?
It was a tough one to take, to be honest. They have a style of play. I think first half we probably gave them a little bit too much respect. Didn't get close enough to them. Second half, you could see what we were capable of doing. We've had some great chances to score goals. It's just that finishing touch, that little cherry on the cake that we're missing at the moment. But I'd be more concerned that we're not creating chances against the better sides. And to be fair, they've been in the game tonight and they know they have. And for me, I think I'm gutted for the lads because they deserve to get something from the game tonight.
Do you think of that first half, we sort of struggled with that aerial threat that they had up front, and we couldn't. They seemed to create a lot of chances from that, but obviously in the second half it was a completely different story.
I think that's what you get when you're paying big money for strikers and players. They get the quality that you get. That's their way of doing things. We have a different way of doing things. We've got young players out there in Jebbo, Jack, Rico. Sam Parker I thought did very well tonight coming back in. Luke Cox has come in, 19 years old. We've got a different way of doing things, and that's what you get when you pay big money. You get that quality and you get that experience. So to be fair, yeah, we did struggle with that, but I think they got to grips with it eventually. And to be honest, they didn't really cause us that many threats in the air when balls come into the box. They had headers, but they were going wide or over. And I just said to the lads, sometimes you have to be clever and just stop them running. You might not win the header, but you can be physical with them and stop them getting a clean one. So they did that very well. And I think, listen, they're littered with ex-football league players in their team, and I think my lads have been the better team second half, 100%. First half they were the better side, and they scored, to be fair, probably a goal that you don't expect to go in. Again, it's a mistake. We've got to cut them out because against the better side you get punished. But when Willow had to make a save or was called upon, I thought he did excellent. Some of the saves he pulled off. We've had some glorious chances that we've got to put away, and I can't keep saying that mistakes are costing us, because at the other end of the pitch we're not putting them chances away, which we should be doing.
And do you think if obviously that first half strike from Jack that was blazed over the bar from close, and then the one where he hit the post in the second half, do you think if they go in it's a completely different game?
Oh, 100%, yeah. Changes the whole complexion of the game. I said, instead of going in at half time 1-0 up, you're going in at 1-0 down, and with all due respect, not really threatening us first half. We soaked up the pressure. Yes, they had more of the ball, but they weren't really hurting us. We were just hitting it long, trying to gamble off the seconds. So yeah, might change the complexion of the game, but that's if buts and maybes. We've got to be more ruthless in both boxes. I think the lads defended excellently again tonight and deserved a clean sheet, to be fair. And it's tough to take for them. But I said I'd be more worried if you want in these games, you want creating the chances, you want the better side, finishing the game stronger. I'd be more worried. They're right there. It's just that final piece of the jigsaw now that we've got to kind of, myself, Swinny and Lefty, I've got to fit in, and I can take responsibility. Maybe I might have picked the wrong team to start tonight, wrong formation, etc. It's not all on them. I'm the manager. I take responsibility for it. But let's not push the panic button. They've lost 2 games this year so far in 90 minutes. All right, we're out the both the cups, but they're playing really well. So it's right there, and I'm not going to, like I said, do anything drastic. They're playing well. It's just not happening for us in the final third in their box at the minute.
And do you think, obviously we had a couple of suspensions today, a few injuries still, missing Rod, Cam not here, Jamie suspended. Do you think if those players were here today, it could have been a different game?
Again, you're talking about if buts and maybes. The players that went out there tonight did their jobs, and it's just that one moment in the game where we've kind of switched off and a bit of hesitation, and they've scored from a kind of a deflected cross. I don't think anyone touched it, to be fair, and Willow's done remarkably well for the rest of the game, but he gets judged on the one thing, and it's harsh because I played in that position. But I don't think, yes, we've got players missing with quality, but at the same time we've also got players on the pitch with quality, and that's the beauty of the squad. And like I said, Jamie's phoned me today, got tonsillitis, so he was in the squad tonight, and JT's rang, he's got a bit of a thigh strain today, so he's out the squad. Cam's suspended, and that's where we're going back to the last interview that we did. We're keeping players on the pitch. It does hurt you eventually, and you need that quality in and around the squad. So listen, I'm not too disappointed. I'm obviously disappointed we've lost. I hate losing, and they do, but they show me a reaction from Saturday. They've gone toe to toe with one of the expected teams to win this league, and all the pieces are nearly there. We've just got to find that missing one now and start scoring some goals, which is what we usually do.
And another reaction now obviously needed for Saturday. It's Dunstan at home, another northern team. Do you start to pick up on on sort of the traits that these northern teams have, like, as you obviously play them throughout the season?
Well, to be honest with you, most of the teams from us are northern. So, listen, the physical, the direct, I thought we played the better football, to be fair, tonight. In spells, we counter-attacked and we had a game plan. I thought it was working, and unfortunately, it's just that, like I said, that lack of conviction in the final third. But yeah, listen, it's good for us because we've never played them before. Sometimes you're coming into a game that it's an unknown, and sometimes that's better because it hyper-focuses you. You have to be at it for 95 minutes, and they have been. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game again because, like I said, football, there's always another game around the corner. This is the first time I think we've really come under a little bit of a run where we've lost games, like I said, but we've gone out in extra time and penalties, and now we've lost a game tonight. Probably deserve to get some out of the game on reflection. But yeah, it's one of them. We just have to keep going forward now and move forward, and they'll give me a reaction, I'm sure.